Hey guys, welcome back to PC Building Simulator. In the last episode, we built this, I don't even know what to call it, a beautiful computer, a computer that I love. It's sort of like the anti-unicorn of the unicorn PC that we built before this one, but really it was a chance to check out some of the new components introduced in the last update to PC Building Simulator. So we got to build inside the Ryzen Tech Silenos, something, I don't know how you say it. We got to try out EVGA's new 2080 Ti XC Black editions that were added. What else was new? Oh, the NZXT Kraken Z73 cooler. So yeah, quite a few new parts in that one. Go ahead and check out that video if you'd like to see it come together. But in this one, we are going to build upon the idea that we did in one of my previous videos, which was this computer. If you remember it, it is $990. That's significant because this was my attempt at trying to build the best computer I could under a $1,000 budget, which was really, really hard, largely because graphics cards are super expensive in this game for really no great reason. But as a reminder, this was built with a Ryzen 5 3600, and it was built on the Gigabyte AB350 Gaming 3 motherboard. We've got a pretty simple Be Quiet cooler, pure rock, and we did manage to, we didn't have any solid state storage in it, but we had a traditional hard drive in there, a 1TB Seagate BarraCuda. We had some Mortoni heataway fan, wow, we had one Mortoni heataway fan, and a GTX 1060, the Founders Edition. So you can tell, I mean, that's a pretty basic computer, and that's kind of the best I could figure out with $1,000. Graphics cards just get so expensive, and we're going to see that today because today we are going to do a $2,000 computer. So what can you build with $2,000? And I guess really, how would I build a PC in PC Building Simulator with $2,000? So yeah, let's get right down to it. I've been doing some planning. I've been doing some research because I want to make sure I'm prepared for you guys. So we are prepared to jump right in with the case. And the case I'm going to try was actually added in the last update to PC Building Simulator, and it's cool because it's an affordable case, but it's also a nice looking case, and it's one we haven't built in yet. It's the MSI MPG Vampiric 010, I guess. It is $50, $50, no fans, so, you know, okay, I can kind of see why it'd be cheaper. No fans, but we do have tempered glass, one tempered glass side panel, and just a, you know, pretty nice looking, pretty basic, nothing too crazy case. But $50, that's pretty good. So we are going to go with that. And for this build, we're going to go with Ryzen 3rd Gen again. My goal is to get a 3700X in this case because the 3700X is awesome. It's an 8-core, 16-thread CPU, and it's more than enough for your average gamer. And I guess I should preface and say that I'm trying to build a gaming PC. I guess a gaming PC, but a good gaming PC is also a really great all-rounder PC. But that's what we're doing. So I'd also really like to get an X570 board in here, which traditionally is pretty expensive and pretty difficult in real life as well. X570 is just, it's expensive because it supports PCIe Gen 4. But we are able to put the Gigabyte X570 Gaming X in this computer, and it's only a $170 motherboard, which is pretty darn affordable. It actually looks pretty nice too, and it should be more than enough for our needs. And X570 is nice because it'll be good for overclocking our 3700X, which we can go ahead and install now. 3700X, 8-core, 16-thread beast, $330. $330 is actually pretty good. That is, I think, maybe MSRP for a 3700X. They're going for about $300 right now, but that's there. Like, that's right in the ballpark as far as real-life pricing goes. A lot of components in this game are not in the ballpark. They're in some other strange ballpark, or they're in Canadian currency or something. I don't know why. Some things are very expensive in this game, but we'll dive into that a little bit here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go with a power supply now. I'm looking for, I mean, I think this PC in the end is only going to draw maybe 450 watts at the absolute most. But I'm going to look to give myself a little bit of headroom just because I think it's a decent idea. And I'm going to go for a 550 watt. So I'm going to go with the 550 watt non-modular from Silverstone. Now, I guess that's my decision in this game. I don't know if I'd go with a non-modular power supply in real life. In this game, it's actually still pretty tidy, so I don't care as much. In real life, I'd probably spring for a modular power supply because they're so much easier to build with. They're way cleaner. You only use the cables you need. But in this game, it actually really does not matter much. So we're going non-modular. So that's a $55 power supply, gives us 550 watts, and I think it's bronze rated, which, you know, at least it's rated, right? At least it's rated. It's rated. Okay, cool. Let's see. Memory. No, let's go to storage. Let's go to storage. So I really also, with this build, a thing I'd like to do, and I mentioned in the $1,000 build, I was only able to do a traditional hard drive. So we had a 1 terabyte Seagate BarraCuda drive in that, which is great for storing games, but really, ideally, if you can, you'd love to have your boot drive be an SSD. It just helps the whole system be speedier. So I did a little bit of research, looking at some of the prices in the game for cheap SSDs, M.2s, all that, and actually, Gigabyte's PCIe SSDs come in at a pretty good price range, and they're still, you know, reasonably fast. So I'm going to go with a 256 gig M.2 drive from Gigabyte for our boot drive. And then we're also going to have enough money for a games drive. And so we will go with another BarraCuda, and we're going to go with a 2 terabyte. So that'll be pretty large for our game drive. It's $70 for the Seagate BarraCuda and $60 for our 256 gig M.2 SSD. So not bad. That should be that'd be a pretty nice setup for a gamer. And just for a speedy system, but also having 2 terabytes of storage capacity. And you've always got another drive slot in here if you want to add another 3.5-inch traditional hard drive to it later. Or an SSD. We've also got SSD mounts back here. So we'll have lots of options for future expansion and upgradability, which is really great. So, okay, so that's storage. We've got power. We've got a CPU. We need memory. Memory. And for memory, now they say with Ryzen 3rd Gen, if you can pull off 3600 megahertz speed RAM, that's kind of ideal. So in my pursuit to do that, I am going to go with Vengeance. Wait, Vengeance? That's not right. That's not the thing I want. I don't want Vengeance. I want Ripjaws. I don't know what I was saying. All the RGB RAM gets pretty expensive just because it's pretty. So, but we're going to go with G.Skill Ripjaws 5, 8 gig sticks, and 3600 megahertz speed. RAM is a thing in this game that is very expensive. Each stick of this is $120. In reality, you could probably get both sticks for about $120. Maybe a little more, maybe. But I see RAM all the time. I see Trident ZRGB in real life, 3200 megahertz speed, go up for sale, and it's like $100. So RAM's, it's a little pricey in this game. It's about, honestly, it's about double, twice as expensive as it needs to be. But whatever, that's the rule of the game. So currently we're at $975. We're ready to go to a CPU cooler. And CPU cooler. As far as these go, really you just don't want your CPU to overheat. They all have like CFM ratings, so theoretically that's kind of like a cooling rating. The one I'm gonna go with, well, I guess I'll show you the one I'm not gonna go with because I was looking at it. I was looking at the Silverstone HE01. It has 171 CFM. And how much does it cost? It was $80. 171 CFM. I was like, sweet, that's a pretty good price per CFM. I don't know how much this matters, whatever. So I tried it. It does all right. It actually keeps the CPU down at like 43C under load, which is crazy. It doesn't even, I don't even know if that makes sense, to be honest. But there's also the Be Quiet, or Be Quit, you know, Be Quiet Shadow Rock 2? Shadow Rock 2. Yes, the Shadow Rock 2, which is 105 CFM and is only $50. And honestly, it keeps the CPU at like 47 degrees C, which I'll show you guys later. So I was like, yeah, we're going to go with that. Save us a little bit of money. That saves us $30, which is actually pretty significant on a CPU cooler. So we're going to go with that. It's real chunky. It barely clears the RAM, but it clears it. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how close that was. Okay, cool. So we're looking pretty good here. A little over $1,000. We've still got a graphics card to put in. I know you're thinking, like, you're only halfway through your budget. What are you doing? Did I mention graphics cards are expensive in this game? Because they're absurdly expensive in this game. But before we go to that, let's get some case fans in really quick. And we're going to go back to Be Quiet one more time for the case fans. I'm going to go with, what? Oh. Okay. Pause. Resume. I forget. It really doesn't like me. Okay. We're going to go with the Pure Wings 2 in the 120mm in the back, and then we're going to go 140s everywhere else. Now, it's weird. Oh, how interesting. Ooh, this could be problematic. When I built this BC earlier, and I put these 140s in, they were all showing up as free. So, ooh, this is going to mess up my entire calculation. And I was like, sweet, dude, free fans. This is awesome. But the fans are no longer free. They are, in fact, $13 a piece, and the 120 is $10. That's also weird, because the 120 was showing as... oh, wait. Pure Wings. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I think I did the wrong fan. Let's see. It's still weird. It's still really weird. Okay, I don't want the Pure Wings. What is happening? Can you stop? Okay. I don't want the Pure Wings. What? This daisy chaining is kind of problematic. Okay. Gosh. All of you are chained together. Stop it. I mean, it's good, but stop. Okay. Alright. Nope. One more. Wow. How are those connected? I swear they were like... Okay, whatever. Back to case fans. Be quiet. We want... silent wings. This is so confusing. Pure wings, silent wings, shadow wings. We want shadow wings. Shadow wings? No. What am I saying? We want silent wings? Yes. Oh my god. Silent wings. 120 in the back, $7? Sick. Okay. Silent wings, 140. Free. Yep. Okay, cool. I'm not crazy. I don't know why they're free, but they're free. I'm just gonna take it. And we're going to do that. I don't understand why they're free. But that's going to save me like $50. At least. $7 for the 120. But the 140s are free. So we're at $982. Yeah. Okay. And so because we've managed to save so much budget here, I'm hoping we can put in a pretty beefy GPU. We will be able to, I think. But yeah. Graphics cards, man. They're like crazy inflated expensive. Alright, we're doing our cooler like that, and that's basically to go from front to back and exhaust right out. So usually the way most people orient their coolers. You've got a good solid intake, and then intake for exhaust and everything. So it's good. This case actually, like all the fans are actually oriented in a way that makes sense. Like 3 intakes, 2 exhausts up top, 1 exhaust out back. You've got this come through. It's actually like it actually works. Fan direction is good for once. All right, let's see. Graphics cards are expensive. So originally I was looking at doing I was like, can I get into 2070 Super territory? Like, what is a 20? Can I type? Can I type here? Okay, like what does 2070 Super cost me? This one, the EVGA RTX 2070 Super XC Ultra, is actually one of the cheapest 2070 Supers, and it's $840. $840. Like, I think in real life this graphics card's like it's $500. It's probably even less than $500. $450. So it's like just the graphics card prices are wonk. Like they're super crazy. And of course, Asus is like ROG Strix line is like at the top end, which is true in real life too. But anyway, so that one's $840. The good news is we've actually got enough money, I think, to do a 2080 Super. And the cheapest 2080 Super is this twin fan from Zotac. But we're not going to do that because I don't know. I don't really like it as much. It's all right. It's okay. It's not bad. But I want something that looks a little prettier. So let's see. That Zotac card is $950. So $110 more gets you up to a 2080 Super from a 2070 Super. But I'm going to go with the EVGA Black Edition, Super Black Gaming RTX 2080 Super, which is $960. So that puts us at $1,992 for our entire PC. We are right there, right up against our limit. Thank goodness all of our fans, well, pretty much all of our fans, were free. Maybe that's not fair, I don't know, but the game's letting me have free fans, so I'm gonna definitely use it. Put our dust filter back up top. We can slap our front panel on. Let's do the side panel here. And cool. All right, we are good to boot her up. Throw our thumb drive here. It's got a nice little RGB strip down here. I think it looks kind of nice. Oh yeah, and it lights up in the front too. That's kind of cool. See if I can customize that. I'm hoping we'll be able to. But I think overall, like a pretty nice looking PC. Nothing like crazy. There's not much RGB here. The motherboard doesn't have RGB at all. It's pretty understated, but I think that's okay. Understated's good, right? So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up and installed, and then we will come back and we'll do a 3D mark. We'll see how temps are, and we'll go from there. So I've got everything set up here and ran a quick 3D mark test, 10,075. So we cracked 10,000. I do have the RAM set to 3700 megahertz, so it is set to the XMP settings. Yeah, so 10,075. That's 10,067 on the graphics. So the graphics is big time coming. Well, actually pretty balanced. And CPU 10,125. So as a reminder, it's an RTX 2080 Super from EVGA, 3700X. Ryzen CPU and two 8 gig sticks of DDR4 memory at 3600 megahertz. And temps are looking quite good as well. Max of 47C, so that air cooler is more than covering it for $50. So not bad. And I think it even looks nice too. I guess we can go ahead and see. Okay, cool. So we can set these. I feel like I gravitate towards teal. I must resist the gravitation. Static green, yes. Yeah, there's not much RGB. It's just the front. It's just the case. Wow, not even the graphics card has it. I guess that's where we save some money, huh? No RGB inside, only on the case, which I guess I kind of like in some ways. I mean, it's cool. It's understated. I'm into it. I think I like the green too. It looks good. So there you go. That's how I would spend $2,000 building a PC and PC building simulator. Again, my fans are free, so it's a little cheap. I didn't mean to. It was sort of an accent, but hey, $2,000 gets you a 3700X and a 2080 Super and an SSD and a decent amount of hard drive storage and 16 gigs of 3600 megahertz RAM. It's pretty capable. We also got an X570 motherboard in there, so I'd say overall pretty balanced. But let me know what you would do differently if you were going to build a PC for $2,000 in PC Building Simulator. And hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy it and want to see more videos like it, go ahead and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. See ya.